course the wind's gonna blow now. Because it'll, sound like I'm in a wind tunnel. It's only like 60 degrees out here too, so I'm freezing. Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name's Kristi. Today's video is going to be a full day of keto, sort of modified. There's a little bit of everything going on. If you have been following me in my last couple of videos, you know I have been having some health issues. I did have some more tests done recently, and I'm going to share those with you and let you know about a few things that have changed in my life since we spoke last. So if you want to go check out those other videos, I will link the most recent one in the cards if you want to go check it out. That way you can get caught up. But we'll go over all of that during today's snack and chat, so you're not going to miss out on much. If you're not already following me, if you could do that, I'd love to have you as a member of my YouTube family. If you can, hit that notification bell. That way you can get an alert every single time I release a new video. Check out my Instagram. I'll have my name right here, and in the description box below you'll be able to see the Facebook group. You can click on the link. It'll take you right on over. It's called All Things Keto with Kristi. It is a wonderful group of supportive, encouraging, low-carb family. Basically, that's what we are over there. And people that are just going to help you along. You're going to find recipes, and you're going to be able to ask questions. And I do occasionally go live over there, so make sure you go check it out. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and get started with today's update. Full day of eating. We're going to see what happens. First morning after taking insulin, and let's just say I feel rough today, but my numbers look good. But I feel like I feel like I've run a marathon. So it's still early. Woke up this morning with a pounding headache. So I just went ahead and took Briley to school at about 15 after 7, and then I actually came back home and went to bed, and that's something I rarely do. But I took 2 Tylenol, and by the time I got up, finally my headache has gone away. So I think I'm going to go ahead and fix some breakfast because I'm actually hungry now. Breakfast at this point is the little sausages dipped in pancake batter and then cooked up. Oh my goodness. I feel like I could eat it breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It was just in a video. I think it's the TikTok episode 5. What I'll do is I'll link it in the cards, and I'll put it in the description box for you. But over there I show how to throw it together. It's really quick and simple, and you're going to love it. You can also do bacon. So I'm going to go fix that. I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. But that's what breakfast is going to be this morning. And I think I'm going to just have water. What are the animals doing back here? It's cold. I mean, we went from like 95 degrees. Fall came that morning, 40 degrees, and it's been so cold. So time to pull out the little heaters so that I can come out here and do the sip and chat later. But my nose is going to stay red now. It's that time of year. I'm using Walmart brand pre-cooked sausage patties. I'm just going to heat those up. I will dip these in a pancake or waffle mix and then fry them up. I'm also going to do it with bacon. It's absolutely delicious. I've already shared this in a previous video. It's so good. Cooking up a lot in advance, so all I'll have to do is just stick this in the air fryer and reheat. So there's breakfast. I've got 2 of the sausage patties dipped in pancake / waffle batter mix. It's my recipe. Added butter, and then I have 2 pieces of bacon that I've also dipped in that mix and then just cooked them up like a regular pancake. I added butter, and this time I'm not going to go with any syrup. I hate to not go with any syrup because it tastes good with sugar-free maple syrup, but I'm trying to stay away from stuff like that. And I'm having a turvis of water to go with it. So that's what breakfast looks like this morning. Look at these two laying here like they're best friends, soaking up the sun. See, they can get along when they want to. Are we ready for today's snack and chat? Guess what I'm having to drink? A turvis of water. I can't remember where I got these color changing straws. Yes, I can. It was Five Below. I'm obsessed with them. I don't like the metal ones because I always feel like I'm going to knock out a tooth. But these are just like the hard plastic, so you can just wash them and reuse them over and over. They're my favorite. And for my snack, I've not been able to find these in ages. It's been forever. These are the Keto Slim Fast Fat Bombs. I have tested these in a video before if you want to go watch. They did not affect me. I'm going to let you know. Back in the day, they didn't affect me, but I haven't checked them lately. Things are always changing around here. But this one is the Iced Lemon Drop. It is one of my favorites. It is so good. It's so good. Let me show you what it looks like. Keep these in the refrigerator. That's a tip that I got from several of you actually, was to keep them in the refrigerator or the freezer. If you like lemon, you're gonna love you're gonna love them. Lemon and peanut butter, my two favorite flavors of anything ever. There you go. I think you get like a box of 12 of these and they're about $9 and something, worth every single penny. People know I love my food, especially my sweets. So before we get started with the update and some new news and things that have been going on, I do want to mention Chris and I are planning our next vacation. We thought it would be amazing if some of you guys could go with us. So I contacted a company who's going to be able to set that up for us. It would be set up for fall of next year. That's going to give us plenty of time to save up, work on vacation time, PTO, all of that good stuff, and be ready to take a vacation together if you guys want to. This trip is going to launch Friday, so we'll be able to get more information then. Make sure you go down below in the description box and add your email. That way they can send you all of the details, like pricing, what we're going to be doing, and things like that. And then you can decide if it's something you want to do or not. Okay, now let's start the health update version of this. If you have been following me on my other social media accounts, like over on Instagram, you've probably seen where in the last couple of days I have been posting pictures of right before I go to bed. My blood glucose is 311. It's always over 300 or the high 200s. I got tons of messages from people saying get to the emergency room now or go to your doctor as soon as possible. So went to the doctor again this week and spoke to them about my numbers and getting in to see my endocrinologist because I still hadn't heard anything. Several more labs were ordered and I was told to go ahead and start on insulin. Even though we had no answers, they thought it was best that I start the insulin to start bringing the blood glucose numbers down because they were getting extremely high. So I'm on Levemir and they said 10 units at night before bed. She also instructed me to take my blood glucose numbers in the morning when I get up, about an hour after, or at least my fasting blood sugars. And then at night before I go to bed, I may have to adjust those units a little bit until we get things straightened out. But that's a whole other process that I'm going to have to go through. As you noticed, I took my blood glucose this morning and it was 97, right? Let me look. Yeah, 97. And it had been running 250s. I think the lowest I ever got it was around 185 or something in the morning fasting. So last night was the first night I had took any insulin and it brought it down. Granted, I woke up this morning with the worst ever headache, dropped Riley off at school, I came straight back and I went to bed. I just felt horrible. But as of right now, I feel great. I just took my blood sugar. It's midday, so I'm taking it in the morning, I'm taking it midday, and then I'm taking it at night. So I'm adding in an extra step. And you all already know I'm using the Keto Mojo. And she also wants me to track my ketone levels too, just to make sure they don't get high, because if they do, ketoacidosis, all of that. So you already know I have the Keto Mojo linked below for you all in case anybody wants to check into one of those units. You can get it and get a discount code with me. Midday when I checked it, it was at 148. Still a smidge high, but at least it's not 311, and that's the insulin working. My doctor's exact words were, you fit the classic profile of type 1 diabetes. I'm of course nervous, I'm scared. I've been doing tons of research and there is a lot of information. There's math involved if it is type 1 diabetes. I did go online to check and see because she did put my lab works in as stat, and they are already back, and it is showing that my C peptides are low. So in case you're like me and you're like, yeah, you're speaking a different language, Kristi, I don't understand what that means. Neither did I. But that's what she wanted to check for. She checked for C-peptides, she checked for celiac disease, she checked my thyroid again. I mean, the list was long. Everything was normal except for my C-peptides, which came back abnormal. What that is going to show you is how well your pancreas is producing insulin. And if that's low, it means your pancreas is not producing the insulin hormone, and you're not going to be able to control your blood glucose level without injecting insulin. Pretty much food and diet are not going to be able to control it. I feel like I've done everything I was supposed to. I've been on a low carb, keto friendly lifestyle now for over 2 years for weight, plus my mom's diabetic. I didn't want to become diabetic. I didn't want to have to deal with complications. Airplane. So I'm having another bite of my fat bomb. So anyways, I didn't want to have to deal with complications associated with type 2 diabetes. Type 1 diabetes was something I always thought was juvenile diabetes. Never even thought it could happen to adults. I was wrong. So it's not because I ate a dirty keto lifestyle. It's not because I drank things that had sucralose, or I had something that had maltodextrin in it, or canola oil. Because I am getting some of those nasty comments that I did this to myself. There's nothing that I could have done to prevent this, and nothing that I'd done caused this. It just happened. And so as of right now, she said she's pretty certain it is going to be type 1 diabetes, which is going to be a complete overhaul of my lifestyle, which is scary. I guess everything happens for a reason. This is just going to be my journey. If it is going to be type 1 diabetes, then I'll figure it out, and you guys can come along with me. I will be staying on a low carb lifestyle just so that I don't have as many of these going on, these up and down blood glucose issues, and I definitely don't want to gain the weight back, and that's a possibility when you go on insulin, and that's not something I want, is to balloon back up for me to 330 pounds. Not an option. Okay, I rambled way longer than I meant to. I want you guys to know that I do appreciate all of your messages, all your DMs, all your emails, all the prayers, all the thoughts, everything that you've been sending me, all those great vibes. I do. I really do appreciate it. I think I've covered everything. If you have run out of videos to watch of mine, or you want to try something different, remember, I've got the new channel, Easily Influenced. It's a fun channel. It's about TikTok made me buy it, Instagram inspired products that I'm reviewing and stuff like that. So go over there and check out Easily Influenced. It's a hoot. You guys are going to love it, and I'll link it below and in the cards for you. Okay, I gotta run. I'll be back in a minute though, promise. Well, this meal is brought to you by leftovers. Leftovers I used to detest. Now they're like my favorite thing ever because it's quick and it's easy. But I like leftovers that reheat well, and this is one of those. This is just a keto-friendly, low-carb pizza bake. I make it in the air fryer. I put all my ingredients in one of those little aluminum disposable pans. That way I can just wrap it in aluminum foil, put it back in the fridge, and then reheat portions of that as I need it. So I use sugar-free marinara sauce, and then obviously mozzarella cheese, a little bit of Parmesan cheese. The spices of choice that I use are garlic and salt. That's it. And then everything else that you would want as a pizza topping. So you can see there's mushrooms in here. I have beef in here, bacon, some jalapeno peppers, whatever you like on your pizza. Just throw it all in a pan or a dish and then bake it, or put it in your air fryer. All you do is heat it till the cheese is nice and melty. It is a quick, simple, low carb, keto friendly recipe that you can make, and you're not going to blow that carb count, and you're not going to have to worry about eating pizza crust. So this is what I'm having, and I also cut up 2 strawberries. I'm going to have a turbot full of water to go along with this. Okay, it's about 4, a little bit after 4, and I just got a phone call from my primary care physician that says I need to come in immediately. I was like, but it's 4 o'clock on a Friday. And she says, I need you to come in now. We need to talk about your test results. So I will see you when I get home. Okay, so I'm back home. It's Actually about 8 o'clock. It's been a little while. I just needed some time to absorb everything and take it all in. But I got to the doctor and she did diagnose me as a type 1 diabetic. And then we went over medications and the fact that I will be on insulin the rest of my life. They are trying to work me into the endocrinologist quicker than November 16th. So I'm going to take any cancellation that's available. But we got a diagnosis. It's not the one I wanted. So there's going to be lots of changes in my future. I'm just going to have to figure out a new normal that will include insulin every single night. And it will also include insulin before meals if my blood glucose is high, and then possibly even in the mornings. So it's going to be an adjustment. She wants me to wear one of the continuous monitors. So as per her instructions, I will be setting my alarm at 2 a.m. checking my blood sugar until I get that continuous monitor. But I'm probably going to have to start limiting some things like sugar alcohols and stuff like that, because once I do go to the endocrinologist, I learn how those play a factor, and then I'll start having to do more insulin if I do add those in. So maybe a cleaner keto going on over here, guys. We're just gonna have to wait and see. But I know a lot of you have been like me, waiting on an answer, and tonight I got it, albeit not the one I wanted. But I have an answer. So this will be my new journey, living with type 1 diabetes. As of right now, I am physically exhausted. Like I said, it's not even 8 o'clock yet. It's getting close. But I feel like I'm about to go down. I'm so tired. I think it's just the stress and emotions of everything. I usually don't take my blood glucose until about 10 o'clock before bed, and then I give myself my insulin. That's how that's gonna work. So I think I'm gonna go lay down for a while and just rest, and then I'll take my blood sugar levels in a few hours and adjust my insulin for the evening, and I'll show you how I do that too. So I'm not really feeling dinner with everything that's going on, but I am trying to eat 3 meals a day. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do at this point. So I do want to have a little bit of something. I'm going to have the Ratio Keto Friendly that I picked up at Walmart. This one is the coconut flavor. So tonight I am having some 2-gram carb yogurt. Okay, it's 10 o'clock and I try to check my blood glucose before bed, before I inject insulin, in case I have to go ahead and adjust down from 10 units. So let's go ahead and see what it is right now. I'm hoping it's good numbers. Ah, that's not bad at all. I'll take it. I'll take it. So I'm not going to give myself 10 units. I'm going to go down quite a bit. But for those of you wondering, I am taking the Levemir. This one is the Flex Touch. Really simple to use. All I do is twist the little dial to get it to the units. I'll add the needle, and then I'll just automatically inject this into my stomach. You can do the back of your arm, but I just do it right beside my belly button, sort of about 2 inches from it, and I don't feel a thing. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll update you as soon as I have more information. Hope you all are having an amazing week, and I'll see you in the next couple of days. Bye, guys.